Okay, so we're going to work on lesson 85 today. Before we start, I want you to make sure that you have read page 543 and page 544. It's important that you read through the lesson before we start working in here so you can understand what we're practicing with our lesson practice. Make sure you read these two pages. You can also work on a paper along with me, and you can pause and rewind if you need to, if I'm going too fast. This is a fun lesson. It says multiply mentally. I'm going to show you how I multiply mentally with these types of problems, multiplying by tens, hundreds, and thousands. The first problem on page 545, letter A, is 365 times 10. So to answer this in our head, all we need to do is add a 0, because we know that 365 times 1 is going to be 365. So we just add a 0. That's the trick. When we're multiplying times 10, we just add a 0 to the end of our number. That's it. So that's it for B, 365 with 1 0. On B, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take 52. We're going to write down 52 in our heads. And then we need to count our zeros. The 1 doesn't change anything, but we do have 2 zeros here. So we're going to add 2 zeros to our answer. So our answer is 5,200. Simple. Go to C. Okay, this one here, we have 7 times 1,000. Well, we're going to write down 7. And then we know 7 times 1 is 7. We're going to count our zeros. Here they are. There's 3 of them, so we're going to add 3 zeros to our answer. And there it is, 7,000. 7 times 1,000 is 7,000. For D, we have a money problem. So the first thing we want to do is we want to put the $3.60 here. And then we're going to move this over one. Now, the simplest way to think about this is we're going to take this 0, we're going to add it here. But that doesn't really make sense because we can't have $3.60 and it doesn't make any sense. So we're not going to do that. In this situation, the 0 technically is going to go, I'll give you a color here. It's going to go here on this side of the decimal because this isn't times like a decimal, it's times 10. So our 0 would go there. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to start by writing down the number 360. Okay, and this 10 means that we're going to be moving this decimal to the right one spot. So it would go there. All right, so we're going to put the decimal here. Oops, sorry. Put the decimal there. And then we put our $sign back. And now we have $36. But we usually write cents with 2 places after the decimal. So $3.60 times 10 is $36. When we're dealing with decimals and we multiply 10 by 10, we take the decimal and we move it over one spot to the right. That's how you can do that in your head. Okay, here, what is that? Some monster got in here and turned my numbers into a smiley face. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write 420, and then we're going to count these 2 zeros, and we're going to add them to our answer. That's it. So our answer is 42,000. Okay, F, we have another money problem. We've got $2.50. Now remember, this one here has 3 zeros. So I'm going to have to move my decimal point 3 over, but I don't have 3 numbers, so I'm just going to add a placeholder 0 here. I know it's money, but we're just going to add it there because I'm going to move this decimal point over, okay? So there's 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to move my decimal point 1, 2, 3 spots. So my answer is 2,500. And if I want to add cents, I put my decimal in 2 more periods. 2 more spots behind the decimal. This is our 10 cents, and this is our, excuse me, that's our 10 cents, and here's our 1 cent mark. All right, so that's how we do that one. And then we have one word problem at the end. It says, I'm going to go back to my favorite color. It says the table below shows the relationship between dimes and dollars. So here's our dimes and here's our dollars. Write a formula to represent the relationship. Well, a formula is a math problem. So what happens when we take the 1 and we turn it into 10? What are we doing to 1? We're going to be multiplying it times something. Well, we're going to use this number. Okay, so we're going to do 1 times 10. All right? Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm going to back up just a tad bit. We're going to do, 1 times 10. That's right. Okay, so let's see what happens on the next one here. Let me go back to my color. So we're going to switch colors too. We're going to look at this one here. So if I do 2 times 10, will that give me this answer? 1 times 10 was 10, and 2 times 10 is 20. Well, sure enough, it works. So what's the plan going to be for the third one? Think about that for a moment. You can pause. See if you can get it before me. 3, we're looking at this number here, 3 times 30. Oh, that's not right. 3 times 30 would be 90. That would break my pattern, so I can't do that. On the first two, we did 10 and 10. So let's do 10 again. 3 times 10 equals 30. Hey, there we go. That worked. So what we're doing is we're multiplying this top row times 10. And that's giving us the bottom row. All right? So our formula is going to be something like 1, or no, let's see, it's going to be dollars times 10 equals dimes. So let's try it let's do it with, let's go to another color. Let's try pink. Okay, so we've got, well, we're going to work on this one here now. So we've got $4. If we multiply $4 times 10, we will get how many dimes? 40. And there it is, right there. And let's do one last one. Let's try this orange color. Okay, we're going to do this one here. Make sure our formula works. We've got $5 times 10 equals 50. There it is, right there. So our formula is dollars times 10 equals dimes. And there is a lesson 85.